All right, I recently presented a strategy designed to improve bench press performance. Then I presented a strategy designed to improve squat performance. All those were illustrations of certain principles in play. You can use those strategies for other lifts. And one of the questions I got was, can you use it for the deadlift? Now, I'm not so sure I would, because the deadlift is unlike any other lift because it comes with its own unwritten rule. You're not going to find this in textbooks. You probably wouldn't have heard about this in any courses that you might have taken, but it comes with its own unwritten rule, and it is this. You can't train it hard often, but you can train it often. And Louis Simmons once said that hard deadlift sessions take a lot more from you than they give, and there's a reason for that. It's because the deadlift puts the organism that is your body under the greatest load in relation to your structural limit. So the goal with any high frequency deadlift strategy would be to avoid placing a large burden on the organism that is your body. So how do you do that? High frequency, low intensity, low volume. Based on that, you could design your own strategy, or you could do something like this. This is a strategy that has you deadlifting every single time you go to the gym. You're not going on your off days to deadlift, but every time you go to the gym, you're deadlifting. It's a 4-day strategy. If you train more than 4 days per week, that's okay. On your 5th training day of the week, you just start back at day 1 of this strategy. If you train less than 4 days per week, you pick up the next week where you left off. So you're training the deadlift every single time that you go to the gym. Now, you need to have a baseline weight to which you base everything that you do off of. The baseline weight is going to be your 20 rep max. If you don't know what that is and you don't want to exhaust yourself trying to figure it out, go with 60% of what you know you could lift for one. Now, just because you can do 20 reps in one shot doesn't mean that you will. You don't want to exhaust yourself. You don't want to overwork your capacity to recover. The goal is to perfectly practice what you want to get better at. So you're doing sets of 2 to 3 with 10-second breaks in between. Day 1 of this strategy, you're aiming for 20 total reps in under 3 minutes. Day 2, 25 total reps in under 4 minutes. Day 3, 30 total reps in under 5.5 minutes. Now, day 4, you're doing 10 singles and using 40 pounds above the baseline weight. Your goal is to get it done in under 2 minutes. Every time you repeat this cycle, you add a 10 to each side of the bar above the weights that you used the first time through the cycle. So day 1's 2 and 3, the second time through the cycle, baseline weight plus 20 pounds. Day 4, baseline weight plus 40 pounds plus 20 pounds. So 60 pounds above the baseline weight that you started the whole cycle with in week 1. You can repeat this as many times as you want to. You're not even going to be using weights that are or exceed 80% of what you could lift for one to the 3rd or 4th time through this cycle. Now, you keep going until you just get tired of doing it. Your goals change. You don't want to do it anymore. You start to overwork your capacity to recover, or your form starts to deteriorate because the weights are getting too heavy. At that point in time, test your 1 rep max or your 20 rep max, and then start the cycle again with the new adjusted weight. I wanted to share that real quick because the deadlift is unlike any other lift. It has its own unwritten rule in that you can't train it hard often because it puts the organism that is your body under the greatest load in relation to your structural limit. Now, whether you like this or not, whether you share this or not, whether you click the fucking button at the bottom of the screen that you're looking at, subscribe to the channel and support me or not, ain't nothing gonna stop me from continuing, because I've been doing, to provide the absolute best information you're ever gonna find in your lifetime as it relates to training to build muscle, get stronger, lose fat, look better, perform better, all that fucking shit. Ain't nothing gonna stop me from trying to empower as many people as humanly possible for free. And if you can't respect that, your whole perspective is whack.